This is a SandyBoy Productions podcast.
Welcome to Finish Lines and Milestones, a podcast to celebrate the everyday runner. I'm your host, Allie Bretnacher, and if you run, you're a runner, and every runner has a story. Join me each week as I share these stories and we celebrate finish lines and milestones together. This episode is brought to you by Amazfit. Amazfit is a brand of GPS watches and fitness trackers that you may have never heard of because I hadn't. And they provide more competitive pricing, so they're super affordable with the same quality product that you would expect from the brands you already know. And I really like using it because the battery life on the Balance 2 is 21 days. I can't tell you, just last month, I was on fall break and my Garmin I had plugged in to charge, woke up to go on a tour of Montreal that I paid for 13 miles and my watch was dead. Literal nightmare. So I've been having problems. Now I don't have to worry about battery life, which is really nice. And it has nearly all the features you would expect. And then there's one ecosystem. So you have a watch, you've got a Helio strap, which is another fitness tracker that you can wear on your bicep or your wrist. And then they also have a Helio ring as well. And all the data pulls together in the Zepp app, and there's no subscription. So pretty cool. If you want to check out this brand, you can go to amazfit.com. That's AMAZFIT.com. And you can use code ALLYB, ALLYB, for 10% off of your order. Thank you, Amazfit, for supporting this podcast. And now I'm so excited to talk about my favorite weekend of the year. It's CNO Financial Indianapolis Monumental Marathon weekend. And I'm currently, if you're watching this, you're like, where the hell is she? I'm at the BottleWorks Hotel, downtown Indy, where I get to stay before the Monumental, before the Indy Mini. And it is the most incredible space. And we are hosting a shakeout run tomorrow, 9 a.m. You probably won't listen to this before then, but you might, and then you should come. Doing that with Lindsey Hine and then Brooks and Athletic Annex. And then on Saturday after the race, we're hosting a post-race celebration and live podcast with Olympian and national champion Emily Infeld, also at BottleWorks. So we're making this a place to be for race weekend, and I just couldn't be more excited and also really tired, but more so excited. So I am running the half marathon with my friend Ashley Haynes. I'm also volunteering at the expo, which I did today and will be doing on Friday as well. And running will actually be my break in the weekend, which is kind of funny to think about. But after the half marathon, I am going to be cheering for runners, and I will be doing that. There's a line of tents that are our run clubs right before you do the final turn. So probably 800 meters from the finish line is where I'll be. And I'm really, really excited to cheer on this week's guest, Abby Anderson. Abby and I met through a previous guest, Nate Spangle, who is the host of the Get Indiana podcast. And he connected us, and Abby is running in honor of her mom. And this will be her third Indy Monumental full marathon. And she's in town from Nashville, Tennessee. And so we talk about Indy Monumental, gearing up for it, what the race has meant to her, what the experience has been for her so far. We also talk about how she helped a complete stranger BQ during one of the monumentals, which is crazy. We talk about how she lost her mom, how she runs 7 miles on her mom's birthday every year, which is on September 19th. Why she started her Running for 7 Instagram account and what she's hoping to do with that. So make sure you go follow her. It's at Running for 7. And we talk about signs she sees from her mom, races that she hopes she's going to do. It was just such a fun conversation with this incredible young woman that I know you're going to want to cheer on as well after you have a chance to meet her. So I hope you enjoy this conversation with Abby. Hi, Abby. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Indianapolis.
I love Indy. 3-1 heaven, isn't that right?
3-1 heaven.
Isn't that?
I've never heard that in my whole life.
Huh.
I love that.
That's what, all the people in college would call it.
I'm old, that's why.
No, you're not.
3-1 heaven.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. And you are currently living in Nashville, Tennessee, not Indiana.
Correct. Yes.
How was your drive up?
It was good. Not too bad. Of course, Nashville, you're going to have some traffic, but yeah.
What is it, 5 hours?
4,
4.
but it was more like 5.
Okay.
My drive coming out of Nashville should have only been maybe 10, 20 minutes, but
Yeah.
it turned into 40. So.
That happens.
Well, no.
So will it take you longer to run the marathon or drive home?
I was actually thinking that. Hopefully it will take me not as long. Hopefully I'm faster than that.
Yeah, I know. I think about that because New York was just recently, and I was thinking about how it took me longer at New York to get from my hotel to cross the starting line. It took me longer than it took me to run the race itself.
It makes me so nervous to do some of those big marathons.
You have to be ready for that. Yeah.
Because I love Indy because it's
so easy.
It's so easy.
Quote unquote. Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes the whole,
marathon's so easy.
so easy compared, but it is. It's a lot better. The experience is so efficient. If you're looking to run fast, it's so great because you can literally especially if you stay downtown, you just walk out the door and you're there.
Exactly. And I would run
easy. Yeah.
My first 2 Indies, I would just run there and that was my warm up.
Yeah.
And then you wait in the porta potty line and then you start.
And then you go.
Just
easy enough.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you've run the Monumental full.
Mm-hmm.
This will be your 3rd time.
This is my 3rd time.
Okay.
I love the Monumental Marathon. I'm not just saying that because, I'm running it. I'm talking to you.
You have to say it. Yeah.
But like we were just saying, I think it's a perfect race because you're not stressed getting there. You're not your phone will still be at probably 90% charge even when you start.
Yeah,
the
also true. Yeah.
But it's flat. Nashville, not flat.
Right.
At all. Cincinnati, not flat.
Right.
It's flat here.
Super flat.
So love that. I feel like it's also the perfect kind of weather. I guess it's kind of hit or miss, but
yeah, it's looking good right now.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'm just praying to the weather gods. Well, I've been stalking it for a while and it's staying pretty steady. And the only chance for rain is if it's gonna rain, it's gonna be later in the day, which is fine.
My first one was 4 years ago during the whole windstorm.
So that was 2022.
21 or 22?
Because 22 is the first time I ever ran the full at Monumental, and it was the windiest.
So windy.
Year of all time.
Crazy. I felt, of course, it got really bad the final 3 miles.
Yes.
And I was looking at my watch. I'm like, okay, I'm crushing it. And then the wind starts happening, and I felt like I was pushing a sled.
Yeah.
It was that difficult.
Yeah.
But I loved that first marathon because
that was your very first one. That's so funny. Whew.
I know. I loved it because again, not only is it flat, but I feel like there's still a ton of fans.
Mm-hmm.
Which you wouldn't get at some of the races.
Yeah.
And I love the fans. I love the environment.
Yeah,
everyone
same.
cheering and coming out. And
same.
Making mimosas in their front yard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Passing out Halloween candy. That's one of my favorite parts because it's right after Halloween. Everybody in the Meridian Kessler area, which is around halfway, let's call it, in that area, is handing out candy. They're out in their front yards drinking. They have music. It's the best. Yeah.
Yes. But my first one was special because, well, obviously, it's my first.
Mm-hmm.
My mother-in-law flew in from, I think, Kansas City at the time and met my whole family because, obviously, my family's in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So my dad and his girlfriend came up to cheer me on. My little brother. My now husband was there. And then also my aunts and my Nana, who's my mom's mom. And my mom's sisters. And then my 2 cousins, one of my cousins surprised me as well.
That's
so it was
so amazing.
So fun and so special. And I crossed that one, of course, at 3:57. So
wow.
7, which is crazy. And then the second one was the following year, but I went into that one completely different mindset because I'm like, okay, I've already done this. I'm just gonna have fun. I also was planning a wedding. At the time.
Yeah.
This is stressful.
Yeah.
I didn't train, honestly, as well as I should have.
Yeah.
So I'm like, gonna have fun. Party pace. Just want to take in the vibe.
Yeah.
And then, I don't think I've even told you this, but I was I think I joined the 4:10 or 4:20 or around there, pace group.
Okay.
So it's just it might be good to have some, structure.
I love that. I'll just follow you. Yeah. Did you join at the beginning of the race? Okay.
At the beginning. And then around mile 2 or 3, there's this lady and she was wearing neon green and I thought she was a pacer and she wasn't. And I was started chatting with her in typical happy fashion, just yapping.
Yeah.
And her name was Lisa. Shout out Lisa.
Lisa. What's her last name?
Oh, she's not from here.
Okay.
So
So that would be crazy. Anyway,
she's
okay.
from Pittsburgh, and she was saying how she just had her birthday. And so I was like, oh, like, that's awesome. Happy belated birthday. She's like, yeah. So, I'm going to try to qualify for Boston. I was like, oh, great. Shit. What do you need? What's your time?
Yeah.
4:05. I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, I'm locked in.
Oh my
I
gosh.
kept, like, the whole 4:05 pace. And at mile 18, Lisa, I was like, you go. Go, girl. I'll still keep the 4:05 pace just in case.
Yeah.
Like, if she falls behind, I'm still going to make sure that I'm holding that pace.
That's so nice of you.
And so, yeah, we became buddies. Like, she waited at the finish line for me to cross too and cheered me on with her husband.
You know what? That's why I love running.
Yeah, same.
That's
It's
so
great.
sweet.
And it's like, we still follow each other on Instagram. And, like, text, and we want to do it. Like, hopefully we can do another race together. But, like, so that race, I love that because it was, helping her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to have fun with it.
Yeah.
And once I heard that she had a goal, I'm like, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like, we're going.
You're like, okay, new mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
And then last year, I would have done it. I feel like I need to do it every year now.
Should, yeah.
But my best friend was getting married, so couldn't skip that.
Oh, thanks a lot. Hey, check the marathon calendars, best friend. I know, it's funny.
Yeah.
That's happened to me for the Vegas race I do with my dad. One of my good friends got married that weekend, and I was like,
They should have got married in Vegas.
Yeah, right. And now every year I'm like, you want to celebrate your anniversary weekend in Vegas with running?
Come on.
But yeah, you have to go to your best friend's wedding.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was last year. So now this year,
Now I'm
third.
back.
Okay, what's the plan for this one?
I'm super excited for this year because as you know, I've reactivated my running account
Mm-hmm.
in January. And so this year I'm really excited because I'm focusing on my running account, and I'm still going to have fun with the race, but I'm focusing on building a even larger community with runners. And I'm going to be going to the expo tomorrow and Friday. I'm going to be holding a sign that says, like, what's your why? And interviewing people.
I love it so much.
Because, running 26.2 miles is a little crazy.
It's like, why the hell are you doing this?
Yeah. No, like, my mom would bribe me to run 1 mile in gym class with Vera Bradley lunch.
I was going to ask with what? That's a pretty good bribe.
Oh yeah, especially at the time they were so
The hot thing.
Yeah, the pink one.
Yep.
Like the OG.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm running 26.2, but I really want to focus on, like, hearing, everyone's why, because 26.2 miles, that's a lot on your body, on your mind, and so everyone who's running 26.2 miles, they have a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you're not a runner, if you're supporting someone out here, you have a reason why you're out here.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's not having to do with the marathon or running related.
Right.
It's biking or, even just waking up, getting up and, like, tackling the day.
Yeah.
You have a why.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I really I'm really excited about interviewing people about their why, and then compiling that to make motivational video for the people running or the people to look back on and use it to inspire them in anything that they do.
Yeah, I love it so much.
That's why I'm pumped for this race.
So
and
cool.
to connect with more people like you, and then just to have fun on Saturday.
Okay, but do you have a time? Are you going to be with a pace group? Are you?
I don't even know. I'm hoping, obviously, to PR.
Okay, so the PR is sub 3:57.
Yes.
Okay.
3:57. Yeah. Second one was like.
Well, that's kind of. Then you got to get like you can't get a 47 without, like, super training.
So.
Got to be a 7. Maybe you'll get some 7 in the seconds.
We'll see. I'm gonna go for it. Like,
I mean, hell yeah, you should go for it. I guess I don't know anything about your training, so I don't know what's possible for you.
Yes, we'll see. I feel good. Like, the first one, of course, you have those nerves. Like, those nerves. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm doing, like, what? And then the second one, I was just like, okay, we're having fun. We're just, I don't know, we're here.
Yeah.
But this one, I really want to push myself. But also, I know I keep saying I want to have fun with it. Like, I want to interact with the crowds. I want to interact more with other runners and, like, cheer them on too.
Yeah.
While I'm running.
Right.
Because I think that's, like we were saying, like, that's the best part of running a marathon is that community.
Mm-hmm.
So
couldn't agree more.
yeah.
So while I have you, what's your why, Abby?
That's a loaded question.
It is.
Don't cry.
We're gonna cry. I told you already. I was like, I totally cried just prepping. So I was like, great, we're going to cry.
So my why obviously has changed over the years, but my why now is, and again, I will go back from the start. So, well, like I said, I'm from Cincinnati. My parents are both athletes. My mom was an avid runner. She would push me when I was little, and my little brother in a stroller, and we would cheer on. And
how much younger is your brother than you?
He's 3.5 years.
Okay.
Yes. He actually followed me to Nashville, but now he's back in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, Dayton now. Okay.
He's in law school, so very proud of him, but sad that he left me.
Yeah.
So we're very close. But him and I, we were both athletes as well growing up. Our family is a big soccer family. I feel like Cincinnati is just a soccer town. But that was our main sport, soccer. And my mom, since she was obsessed with running, she tried to get me to run with her, and I hated it. Hated it. Like, would throw a fit. I remember she made me do like Girls on the Run with some of my friends, and like we had to do that 5K, and she was making me like sprint the whole time. Like, I'm dying, Mom. It's like that. Like, no. So, and then like I said, she would bribe me for my mile run in gym class with a Vera Bradley lunchbox.
Yeah. Well, soccer, I feel like makes you hate running because it's punishment when you're in soccer. Like, I hated running for so long.
Sprints, but like,
yeah.
But then in high school, I started, realizing, I need to run to build my endurance. And then I was also crazy enough, like doing slack soccer and running track. But
oh my gosh,
no offense to all the track people that listen to your podcast, I hated track.
I only did it 1 year in freshman year of high school.
I hated it.
I didn't hate it, but I don't know.
My ADD goes crazy. I can't be going around the same loop.
Yeah.
Like, no, couldn't do it. But I absolutely loved like running 5 miles after school and just yapping with my friends. And I just thought that was just so fun. And I enjoyed that part of it. But then, my mom would run like different marathons. She ran the Boston Marathon in 2005.
Okay.
So I was 8 years old. And
was that her? Well, certainly couldn't have been her first marathon.
No, she ran the Flying Pig, of course, several times.
Okay.
And
so do you remember like cheering for her when you were a kid?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Like t-shirts. My dad also ran a couple, and I was trying to find more pictures, but like, of course, like my mom was the one taking the pictures for my dad's races, so there's more of those.
Totally can relate to that. Yep.
Then when we were cheering her on, especially for Boston, because he was holding us 2 little kids, trying to follow her around this big, crazy city. It was so hot that I looked back. I think it was like the 3rd hottest marathon for the Boston Marathon. And I just remember, like, my dad even tells a story that we were on like BC's. Does he go through like Boston College? Or what's
probably? I don't know.
First year. Yeah. Is it like one of them? And he said that I really had to go to the bathroom.
Son of a gun.
For my mom waiting. There's like at one of the colleges, and these girls, I guess, were like probably hammered, and they're like, "You're so cute." My dad's like, "Do you have a bathroom?" And let them like take me into like one of the houses that was a huge party, like a college party.
Oh my gosh.
To go to the bathroom,
Dad.
But so it was nice, like just seeing that and experiencing that.
Right.
I still remember, well, obviously like the aquarium, but also just the feeling of Boston. She said it was the hardest marathon she's ever done because Heartbreak Hill really it was a heartbreak. But so she ran Boston, and she ran I think 1 or 2 more after, maybe 1. I remember her running the half marathon, the Flying Pig half marathon. She literally had hernia surgery a couple weeks before, so she was upset she couldn't run the full. And she had to run the half, but she ran it with my lacrosse coach and a couple other people, I believe, at the time. But she hated. Have you ran?
No, because it's the same weekend as the Indy Mini. It's a different day, so technically I could. And people do that.
Oh my god!
Because of course they do.
Yeah.
But I might do that at some point, just because I want to go experience Flying Pig.
I hear it's phenomenal. It's hilly.
Yeah.
Super hilly.
Right. That scares me.
But my mom was upset because she always said, like, you have to do the full for the Flying Pig because the half splits right before you get to Hyde Park.
Okay.
Which is a really nice neighborhood in Cincinnati. And that's where I guess all the bands are. Like literally people rent, like have live bands in their front yards, and it's just a huge party. So my mom was just like so upset, and she would always say like losers to the left, like you have to go to the left. So
Oh my gosh. I'm going to think about that now at Indy when I go to the left
oh my God,
on
be
Saturday.
nice. It's
That's
just,
funny.
like that was her. That's her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm like, oh my goodness, you literally just had hernia surgery, and
Hernia is like in your stomach usually.
So-
I swear my sister had one like at one point.
no.
Anyway.
But so her and I, whenever I would come home from like college and everything, we would run together. Every year we'd do the turkey trot.
Okay. Would your brother and dad do it too? The turkey trot? Would you make them?
No. We made David do it one year, and he made it miserable.
Right. So then you're like, fine.
He complained the whole time. So we were like, okay.
Okay.
We're not asking you again.
Yeah.
No thanks.
That's funny. I don't blame you.
Yeah. But my dad, he doesn't run much anymore. But then.
So have you done Cincinnati at all? Have you done Flying Pig yet?
No.
Well, no, you're going to have to.
My family wants me to, but I'm like,
But I like Indy. It's so flat.
I love Indy. It's flat.
Yeah.
In the fall. I don't have to train.
In the winter.
Yeah,
that's rough.
When it's dark and gloomy though.
I've never done a spring marathon either.
Yeah.
Only fall.
I was stuck to.
I'm sure I will at some point do a spring marathon because I would love to do Boston at some point. But yeah.
Now Boston's a life goal of mine. Now,
yeah.
Because my mom ran it, and so, but
2027.
Be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I have to qualify right now.
Right. Or just raise a ton of money, which I don't know which one's harder, to be honest.
I told myself that I have to qualify.
Yeah, I really want to qualify.
My mom, of course, she would be like, Abby, don't half-ass it. Like, go.
Don't be a loser, Abby. I'm just kidding. I am totally not saying that about charity runners because, like I've said, raising like sometimes tens of thousands. I mean, that's thousands of dollars.
Also,
is a lot.
Like,
yeah,
it's incredible. Like, I would love to qualify, but also raise money.
Right.
Like, even if I qualify but don't meet the actual debt, like, because of the buffer and everything.
Yes.
I will still raise money.
Yeah.
Or even if I do qualify, I still would love to raise money.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the best parts of running too, not just the community, but all the money that people can raise. Yeah. Yeah. Or even like the fundraisers, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
So I went to DePaul University.
Okay. Greencastle,
DePaul,
Indiana.
Yes, Greencastle, Indiana. Fuck Wabash.
You can say whatever you want.
Loved DePaul. Had such great friends there. And that's where I really, I fell in love with running. Obviously, being in college, I wasn't playing soccer anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But so I would run as a stress reliever, but also just to stay in shape.
Right. That was me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started running, was in college. Same thing. Like, I got to run off this beer.
Uh-huh. Lots of beer.
Yeah. So much beer.
Oh, yes. In Marvin's. So
Marvin's. I've heard of Marvin's. I've never had it.
Good.
But I've heard.
Too good.
What is it? Like a sandwich of some?
The GCB.
Garlic cheeseburger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have mac bites, which are like fried mac and cheese bites.
Yeah.
Triangles.
Yeah. So ours at Miami of Ohio,
mm-hmm.
I don't know if they brought them back or not, but they should. It's called a Clinton.
Huh.
And it was a grilled cheese sandwich with a piece of pizza in the middle.
Yum.
It was so good.
Delicious.
And they had these, what were they called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. But they were basically an Oreo shake.
Yes.
I forget what they called that. But like, we would go to the dining hall that was open late night, which is crazy. And we would get Clintons and shakes. I mean, no wonder. Like, I had to be running if I wanted to like stay in the same shape.
Stay in shape. No.
Yeah.
Totally get that. And especially with all the trash cans at Miami, Ohio.
I don't know what you mean.
The drinks?
Oh.
Wouldn't have those?
They were not called that. Brick. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So many nights there. I don't know. Remember the trash cans. They might have come after me.
Alcohol and.
Yeah. That makes sense. Why I wouldn't remember if it existed when I was there.
Yeah, massive.
Ugh. God,
Whenever
I can't.
I visit my brother, he'd make me have it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, okay. Okay. So, and then what year did you graduate from DePaul?
2019.
Did you do races like while you were in college? No, you're just running to like stay in shape.
Running, I would say like the average mile. Like I would probably run at least 4 to 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, But then the summer going into my junior year, my mom unfortunately passed away, and so that changed everything. And she unfortunately had a heart attack suddenly, and her and we ran 6 miles that morning.
That morning, Abby?
Mm-hmm. It was my brother's 17th birthday as well. So.
Okay.
Quite the day.
Whoa. Okay, what was the day? What's the date?
I can't when she. So June 2nd.
June 2nd. Okay.
Yes, June 2nd, 2017.
Okay.
She had the heart attack, and every year on my brother's birthday, we go to Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse.
Okay.
You guys have St. Elmo's here, but we would go to Jeff Ruby's, and it was funny because there's this car that parked in front of us. It was this big van, and all these guys got out, and you could just tell, like, they were musicians. They had that, like, swagger.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, caught eyes with one. I'm like, oh my goodness, I know him. Like, I know him. Who is he? And I was like, Mom. And we, like, sat down. I'm like, Mom, that's Dustin Lynch. She's like, you're full of shit. No, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. It's Dustin Lynch. Because her and I became obsessed with country music, obsessed with Luke Bryan, of course, and Dustin Lynch and Thomas Rhett. And we actually went to my graduation present was tickets to see their concert. And so I'm like, Mom, that's Dustin Lynch. I'm 100% right. Ask the waiter. She asked the waiter, who's like, yeah, it's Dustin Lynch. He seems really nice. And of course, Mom's like, well, can I go over and talk to him? I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
And so we went over. He's the nicest guy ever. Super sweet. Introduced us to his whole table, his parents, his whole band. Like, got up, was like talking to us about the concert, and like went out of his way to have a conversation, which I think is incredible. It was so kind. And we took a picture with him, and that's the last picture I have with my mom is with him, which is super crazy because now I'm in Nashville. And
okay, so where was that? That was in Cincinnati.
That was in Cincinnati.
At the steakhouse that you go to?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you go to the steakhouse?
We would steakhouse.
Anyway. So, and now that's just part of the tradition of celebrating that day, your brother's birthday. Mm-hmm. That's the worst.
Yeah. But I've always make it fun for David, even when we're in Nashville.
Oh my gosh. That's just like, okay, so.
Sorry.
No, it's, for some reason, I don't think I knew it was so sudden. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's just not something you talk about, like, oh, I mean, it'd be kind of hard to like talk about that all the time.
I know. And I'm trying to, with my account more, like have those conversations because grief and death, they're not talked about. But unfortunately, majority of us experience it. Yeah. Or experience like some of those emotions like anxiety or stress or, just like depression. You're sad.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That like with my account, like I want to be able to talk about those, like, I don't know if taboo is the right word, topics, because when you talk about them and people can relate to them. Yes. And can find comfort and help in it, especially with death. Like unfortunately, I've had friends that have lost a loved one and they're like, the shit people say when you lose a loved one, it's wild. And because people don't know how to. People don't know what to say. No, and they don't know how to act. Yeah. And you don't know how to act. So it's just a weird time. And I'm just like, everyone needs someone through this. Yeah. That they can talk to. And again, it doesn't even have to be death. It can be something else because everyone's going through something. And so that's why, like, why I reactivated the account, because I want to be able to talk about it. So yes, you are right. I haven't really talked much about it. Yeah. Because it took so long for me, I believe, to, I guess, grasp everything. But my mom, she unfortunately had an eating disorder. Okay. And wasn't replenishing her body with all the vitamins that she needed. And that led to her heart attack. Wow. Yeah. See, that's what's so crazy because you're just like, okay, there's this, she's clearly in shape, running marathons. 45. That makes me crazy because I'm almost 40. And like a lot of my friends are in their 40s. I mean, okay, so was she at the time that she passed, was she still dealing with her eating disorder stuff? Oh, yes. That's got to be so hard as a young woman too. Like, especially you're in college. Oh, yeah. Like, and it's crazy because I feel like a lot of women also deal with that. So that's why I want to talk about it more. Yes. Yeah. In the latest, like, running buddies that I was talking with a lady and she was like, I've experienced this too. Yeah. And a lot of women do, especially in college. Yeah. Because like we were saying, I know. I was like, we were just talking about it. I'm like eating all this shit. Yeah. And then I'm punishing myself on the treadmill. And when it shouldn't be. Right. And so yes, unfortunately, like that's why I want to talk about it because a lot of people, especially right now with Ozempic and everything, we need to be more cognizant of not only what we're putting in our body, but how we're treating it.
Right.
And also like how it's affecting our mental health too.
Yeah.
And not using running as a punishment.
Right.
But, a way to give back to yourself because running can be so therapeutic. Or if it's not running,
whatever it
else.
is, whatever it is, man.
I know running's not for everyone.
Right.
But,
right.
So yes, that's why I want to talk about it more because a lot of women, it might not be to that extreme, but let's say they might eat like a bagel or a cupcake and have those negative thoughts.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I still do, Abby.
Oh,
it's
same.
so dumb.
It messes with your head.
Yeah. Even in like marathon training, like I'm trying to carb load and I'm like, I just recently met with a dietitian actually not too long ago, Jackie Dykes. And, it was almost like a therapy session because I was like, I'm pretty sure like my whole life, like beaten into my head is that carbs are bad. But when you are an endurance athlete, carbs are everything.
Yes.
And so it was just, and I was like, wow, I think this is my like previous, my past history with eating. I never was diagnosed with the eating disorder, but I had disordered eating for sure. And Miami of Ohio at one point was, I don't know if it's an official ranking, but they like were like #1 for eating disorders.
Oh, and college is the worst time because you're going through so much change.
Yeah.
And so it messed with my head.
So how did that impact the relationship you had with your mom? Like, did you know that she was dealing with it? Did you ever talk about
tough.
it?
Like, yes, but it's like your typical mom-daughter relationship that can always, be difficult.
Yeah.
But, and at that time, so that was 8.5 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
When she passed. No one really talked about it.
Yeah.
I think about it. In the last maybe 4 or 5 years, it's been more of a conversation, I would say, especially like after I got out of college, in the new generations. Although we hate the younger generations and everything give so much crap, but they're okay talking about these.
Yes, thank goodness.
Body positivity.
Yes.
And it's not even body positivity. It's just having those conversations. If you are struggling, other people are too.
Yeah.
Just being mindful of everything.
Yeah. Well, and it's an illness. It's a disorder. It is not just like this switch that you can just flip off.
No. So, but yes, so it was a shock.
So you were home from school?
Yes, I was home. I was house sitting, so I wasn't there when she had the heart attack. And then
was your brother there?
Yes.
I'm sorry, David. Okay.
And then she was in the hospital for, I kind of blacked it out. Like, I don't really remember all of it because I was a mess. 11 days, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. So it wasn't like she was instantly gone. It was.
No.
Could you talk to her? Okay.
No, she was brain dead. But of course, my parents, they're divorced. And they were divorced before that.
Oh, they were divorced before that. Okay.
And so I was the head of her estate. And so I had to make all the calls, which I had, of course, like my uncles and my aunts, they were like, let us do it. And I'm like, hell no. Like, there's no one else that she would want to be making these decisions.
There is a reason that I am.
Like, no.
Wow.
And so at 20 years old, so I had to make the call because my mom was brain dead.
Take her off life support.
Yeah. And my mom always said, again, she was extremely hardcore. And I don't know why she would always say this. She would be like, don't let me get to the point where I can't run.
Yeah, right. She wouldn't.
She would not have been happy.
No.
That's just her. Like, she needed to run.
Yeah.
And so I had to talk to all the doctors and be a part of all of that. I don't really remember much of it now.
Right.
But so I had to make the call. And I was just like, she's not my mom still right now. And she wouldn't want to be in this state because she needs to be running.
Yeah.
And they said that we could, try to donate some of her organs to kids and just to people. And I thought about that. I was like, I can give them the chance to run too through her.
Okay. Now you're.
Sorry. I don't want to make you cry.
Sorry. That's really cool.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they donated like parts of her eye to someone. And I'm just like, that makes me happy.
Right.
And I'm sure she's happy about it too.
She would,
She would want that to be able, to pass that gift on.
Yes. Yeah.
So obviously that was
That's insane.
Yeah, it was a lot, obviously. being 20 years old, having to make those decisions, having a lot of change all at once.
Yeah.
Being in college. And
God, if I think about how like I wasn't like college. I mean, there was no like talk about growing up like so quickly.
I loved it, but I'm so blessed for DePaul because I had such a tight knit of friends.
Yeah.
That I still remember. I also gave my mom's, what is it called? Eulogy?
Okay. Yeah.
Because again,
How?
no one, I didn't trust anyone else. Maybe it's just me being so type A.
Right. You're like,
But
she
also
would get
I'm like,
pissed if I let.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's her personality.
Yeah.
She'd be like, you're doing it.
Yeah. Like,
And
okay,
so,
Mom.
And I'm like, and similar to how I am today, like, I don't want these hard times to be seen as depressing, as negative.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it a celebration.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. Because these things should be celebrated for their positive like things. Like,
Right.
but Mom, she was a runner,
Yeah.
It shouldn't be negative. But so I gave her eulogy. And I remember looking out in the pews and all my sorority sisters. Like, I think there was at least 20 of them that came in town. Probably more.
Yeah.
Not include all my friends and everything. But I kept telling myself, I need to keep smiling, hold my shit together, because that's how she would want me to be. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be negative. Don't want this to ruin my life. And, to turn it into something positive.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, I became so much stronger, obviously.
I mean, I couldn't even read the petitions at my grandma's funeral.
Yeah.
My mom asked me to read the petitions, and I was like, I can't do that. I will get up there, I will look out at the family, and I will cry.
Yes.
I did do it actually for my other girl. I did finally figure out how to be strong enough. I think it just takes some experience. But for you, like doing that for your mom.
No, it was hard. And my brother stood up there next to me, held my hand, and comforted me.
Yeah.
So it was the two of us together.
That's good.
But I just knew she wouldn't want to have it any other way.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't want it to be any other way too.
Yeah.
But I would say, that moment changed my life forever.
Yep.
Because I had the choice. Either I could be so upset, let grief take, hold of me, or use it to become a better person, to inspire more people, to uplift others. Again, in college, I wasn't as crazy as I am now with everything that I've done, but I did. Her birthday is September 19th. And so I started a birthday run where I'd run 7 miles. So running for 7, because 7 is our lucky number. It was like our family number. Of course, 7 is, everyone's like, oh, that's my lucky number. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yes. I wish I chose more.
Super original. This is crazy, but my lucky number is 7. Yeah. 27 actually is mine.
I think I had 27 one year.
That was my soccer number.
Yes,
and like my bus. Like a lot of weird 27s for me. Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, 7. Other people can relate to it.
Right. Yes.
Like that's the whole goal, is to be relatable.
Yeah.
And to help them out.
Yeah.
To have that luck or. And so, of course, for her birthday, I started running 7 miles to celebrate her, because I didn't want to be upset that day.
Yeah.
Because those days are hard. But I'm like, you know what? I need to make this again a celebration.
Yeah.
And so I had the first Running for 7 run, which was phenomenal, because I ran obviously at DePaul, but my whole sorority house, they all came out and cheered me on as I finished. And some of them ran with me. And then like the following year, like more and more people started running with me, or each would like pick up on a mile.
Yep.
And then I kept that going till this day. So on my mom's birthday, I always run 7 miles. And I'm hoping to obviously grow that, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And that's kind of where Running for 7 got started.
And so you said reactivated. So did you start the account after she passed and then just took a break at some point because you didn't want to do it anymore, or like it just too much stuff going on, or what happened?
So great question. I was going to study abroad.
That's right, because she wanted to go.
She was so excited to go. She never had been out of the country, which was crazy, because she would have loved it.
Yeah.
And so I, of course, through DePaul, had the opportunity to study abroad second semester. And I created the account Running for 7 so that I can track all my runs when I'm over there and, post them on Instagram so that my friends from back in college or all my loved ones at home could see what I was doing and smile and also be like running with her.
Yeah.
So that's why I created it then. That was 2018
Okay. Yeah.
spring. But then since then, it's just funny because I've obviously gotten way more into running
Yeah.
since I activated that account, but I never really would post on it and occasionally, but just it wasn't really, top of brain. Like it was just there. But then I guess, fast forward to last fall, I was just feeling, I don't know. I felt like I could do more with my life,
Yeah.
that I could give back more, but I didn't know how to. And I was talking to my running coach, Megan Connor, and she was like, Abby, you have a phenomenal story. I'm like, unfortunately, I do.
Great.
Great.
Yep. Yeah, I do.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I do. Sorry. I'm at the point where now it's like, there's things that I can laugh on because I use humor to.
Well, yeah. How else?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise we would just be up here crying the whole
know.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was like, Abby, you have a great story. You should use it. Make it more than just the miles. Make it more than miles. Like, okay. I'm like, I'll start doing that. So I made it my New Year's resolution this January to post more on my running account, which has been a lot, but it's been amazing. And then this spring, I saw a video of a girl.
What's her name? From New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kate. I forget her name.
Yeah,
Kate?
I saw a video.
Yeah.
Kate. I think Kate Mark.
Yes.
Running with celebrities and politicians. And I was like, that's amazing. But I'm like, I wish there was one like that for nonprofits because a lot of their main fundraisers are with 5Ks and running, or like a lot of people raise money, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
When they're running.
Right. Charity runners.
Exactly.
1,000%.
And also, I want to hear stories about people like me that have gone through something. Like I wish I could see on my phone, stories of like how to deal with, grief, or just people like entrepreneurs, badass people.
Quick break in the show to tell you about another supporter of this podcast, Foot Levelers. Foot Levelers has been in the custom orthotics business for over 70 years. They create products that are super custom to your feet. We're talking a scan or a mold so that you get support that is as unique as your stride. It is 3 arch support. So most inserts you've experienced likely only have 1 arch support. Foot Levelers has support for all 3 arches of your foot, creating a stable foundation for your entire body. This helps with proper alignment that reduces stress on your knees, hips, spine. It's great for runners who are trying to prevent injuries and anybody who's dealing with daily back pain. There are options for every shoe and lifestyle, so it's not just for running shoes, but also if you're on your feet all day for work, it's great for that. And it's been trusted by healthcare providers worldwide, again, for decades. So if you're interested in learning more about Foot Levelers, you can go to footlevelers.com and search for a provider near you. Your stride is unique. Find a provider who gets it. Thank you so much, Foot Levelers, for supporting this podcast. This podcast is also brought to you by our friends at Previnex. Previnex creates clinically effective supplements that promote longevity, performance, and everyday health. When I packed for my race, I did not forget my Previnex Gut and Green Superfoods. I made that mistake when I traveled recently, and I felt like I paid for it. My immune system took a big hit. And so I take Gut and Green Superfoods every single day, and I packed it with me for race weekend to make sure that I had it in my morning routine like I always do. It helps with things like gut health, immunity, natural energy, and also natural anti-aging benefits. So Previnex also has a slew of other supplements. So if you'd like to try their products, you can go to Previnex.com. That's Previnex.com. And you can use code ALLY15, ALLY 15, for 15% off of your first order. Thank you, Previnex, for supporting this podcast. You should also know that Foot Levelers and Previnex are both sponsors of the celebration event at Indy Monumental as well. So thank you to them for their support there too. Now, back to the show.
I wish I could see on my phone, stories of like how to deal with, grief, or just people like entrepreneurs, badass people that are even like a mom, that's also running a amazing podcast. like these are incredible stories and incredible reasons, like their why.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've kind of taken her idea of, running interviews.
Yeah. I love it so
and
much.
created a segment called Running Buddies where I run with nonprofits, badass people, but share those relatable, uplifting stories.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, and that's what led me to today, which is insane that within the last year, I counted back because I was like trying to prepare for this. I was like, how many have I done?
Oh, yeah. How many have you done?
So I was the first running buddy to share like my story. But with that one aside, I've done 8 this year,
That's so cool.
which I'm like, it's since the spring.
Yeah.
So it's 6 months.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot of work doing stuff like that.
So much.
Because people see stuff like that and they're like, oh, that's so easy. And then you try to do it and you're like, yeah, like I'm trying to do this Some Good News segment that I will continue to do. But it's like, you want it to be good.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes a lot. People
No.
So anyway, I applaud you for
it's so
the
much
work you've done.
To edit, to the outreach, to like meet with people.
Yep, absolutely.
And then also like I have a full-time job.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. What do you do for your full-time job?
I'm in sales.
Okay.
I work for Paychecks, payroll, HR.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, sales. Sales women unite.
Sales.
Yay. Yeah, I know. My sister is still doing it. I mean, sales for like being somebody who has a small business and sales is everything, but yeah.
Well, so I work with small businesses.
That's cool.
And I work with a lot of nonprofits, and I've just realized that a lot of nonprofits, they don't have the marketing budget.
Right.
They don't even have a marketing person.
Right.
They're not, like, they have a social media account, but it's not as engaging as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm like, I need to give them a platform through my running account to share more about them. Because then people like me, I was, last fall, I could have seen that and been like, they need help with XYZ. This is how I can help them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, helping
I love it.
both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depending on the stories, the nonprofits, like it just starts to share both sides, like you as the person who is behind it, but then the nonprofits or people you interview. It's really cool.
So
I love it.
Really excited for that. Again, I reactivated. That's why I say reactivated it.
Right.
Never really deactivated it, but I started posting on it more.
Yeah.
And so back to your original question of what's your why? Now my why is, my why before was, just to be happy and spread positivity out of a negative situation.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's, of course, to do that too, but to help even more people like share stories of hardships and to help them, produce something that they can relate to and find meaning from. So I'm really excited. And that's why I'm really excited about this race.
Yes.
To get to connect with even more runners, but to talk about their whys too.
Yeah. 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 Because it's also interesting because it is so different. People run for so many different reasons.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that too. That's part of the reason why I started this podcast is like, what?
I know.
Like, I'm like watching somebody run down the street and I'm just like, wonder why he's running. Like, wonder what wonder what his story is. And so it's just fun to be able to get to know people and understand what makes them want to run.
Yeah.
Why they run.
Or even if you don't want to talk about it, like some people, like, again, some of these conversations, like back then, it was hard for me to talk about my mom's passing. But I know that, there could be a girl in college that's also going through that, that if I talk about it or even talk about like signs.
I can't wait to talk about signs. Signs is like one of my favorite things to talk about.
I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy that I'm helping them.
Yeah.
Like in the last running buddies that I did with Kristen Nicholson, who I need to connect with. She's amazing. She's the founder and CEO of Urban Sweat. They don't have one here in Indy, but she's created a franchise. So they're also, I believe, CYL and other states. But she was telling the story of how she quit her corporate job to start a business. And she kept hearing the phrase, bet on yourself. And I posted that video and a lady commented on it. She's like, this is what I needed to hear today. And I'm just like, if I can even do that.
Yeah. Great.
I'm done.
Done. Job done.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what, my why.
Yeah.
Today.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up, especially in like the world of social media, and like you get caught up in like, oh, only 10 people watched my video, and it's like, but if you were standing on the street and like you had 10 people there, this Nate Spangle said this to me. He's like, wouldn't you keep talking? And it's like, yeah, like I might even do that for like one person, right? And so it's hard because you get swept up in all of this, but it's if you can just inspire one person.
Exactly. Because
that's all that matters.
It's like then maybe they can inspire
somebody else. It all like, yeah, it's like a snowball effect. I want to talk about the signs because, I mean, clearly the number 7.
Yeah,
like, how has the number 7 shown up for you?
Oh my gosh, so many times. Obviously, like I said, my first marathon, 3:57, where I was studying abroad, I saw 7s everywhere.
Yeah.
Of course, again, like it's a common name for like bars or like.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I get it's everywhere. It's but still.
It kept popping up. Like everywhere I would travel, there would be a 7, which I'm like, oh my goodness, this is wild. The first time I got, it was during her first birthday run. And I was upset because up until that point, I had never received a sign. I'm like, what the heck?
Where are you?
And and then we're running, and this big ass snake just comes slithering right in front of me. And I hate snakes. And she always thought it was hilarious and would laugh her ass off when I freaked out about a snake. And so I'm like, thanks. Yeah.
Like, that's the one you're giving me first,
like, that's her.
Yeah.
Because she just wanted to scare me and make her laugh.
Yeah.
That is totally her.
Yeah.
And then on our wedding day, this one's crazy, but on our wedding day, there was a big, beautiful butterfly that stayed in our tent for the whole reception. Like, would not move the whole reception from like the beginning when we had dinner to like even when Nick and I did our last dance together. It stayed there the whole time. So that was an insane sign. Of course, I get like I see cardinals when
yes,
reassuring.
Yeah.
But I see that the signs as like reassurance, and if people can see them like for different meanings, obviously, or if they're like, that's just a cardinal, but
like, okay, fine. Fine. Like, you can see, like, I just feel like, why would you ever take that away from somebody too? Like, why would you say, be like, oh, there's 7s everywhere. Yeah. Okay. But like, you don't notice them all. So like, when you're drawn to certain things, like it's meant, I am like all about it. I truly believe.
No, it's crazy. And I've gotten some crazy ones. So besides the butterfly, the snake, I also got one that completely shocked me. I was getting ready for a fraternity party, and I was really nervous because I was going to study abroad. It was like the last week before we went home for Christmas, and I'm, cutting up a t-shirt on the floor, making it out, making a shop look or something.
Yeah.
I get an alert from my phone. I'll show you the video. And it's like September 19th. I'm like, it's December. Like, why is it giving me an alert for my mom's birthday? And it was a video that it compiled of all those pictures, like of my brother and I growing up, of my dogs, of my family, like old family photos, and then of like my mom's like siblings, as well as us with my Nana. And like the last picture is like the picture of all of my mom's family and us, like dying Easter eggs. And I was just like, what the heck? Like that just caught me off guard.
Right.
So that was a crazy sign that I got. And then I've gotten several more. But then recently I've gotten several signs because I'm like, okay, maybe that's just her way of reassuring me that this account, like what I'm doing is good. Because like you said, it is very difficult to do.
Yeah, it gets really demoralizing when you're like, cool, I'm trying to put effort into this and nobody cares.
But, and also like, talking about these topics, people are like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, I get that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I totally understand that. So, but it can make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so I just think it's her way of reassuring me, like, you're doing great.
Yes.
Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but I got, so they're armadillos. I'm a little weird. I love animals. I'm obsessed.
There's supposed to be armadillos in Indiana now. Yeah, I've yet to see one. Maybe this weekend will be the time.
Oh my goodness. Well, in Nashville, I've lived in Nashville for over 6 years, and you always see dead armadillos on the side of the road. I'm like,
oh,
why haven't I seen an alive one?
Yeah.
Like in 6.5 years, I'm like, I see so many dead armadillos, but never an alive one. And I literally made a video a week before my mom's birthday run of me just on one complaining about how I haven't seen an armadillo. Yeah, I'm crazy. And it's just me being like, why haven't I seen one? I want an armadillo. And then on her birthday run, I look over and I see an armadillo just running. And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
no way. I'm like, no way. And so I thought that was hilarious. Then there was another one.
Are they fast?
No. So,
Okay.
well, there's another one in the middle of the street. So, of course, my ass runs in the middle of the street. And my friend, who hopefully I can introduce you to,
Yeah.
she's running the marathon too.
Oh, awesome.
She's like, Abby, get out of the street. You're going to get hit. But like, I'm not having this armadillo get hit.
On my watch.
No.
Yeah. On my mom's
I
birthday.
almost picked it up.
I was going to ask you. How did you get it out? How did you?
I was like making it.
Good. Or you just like kind of directed it?
Yeah,
it was didn't want it to be near you.
It and it was running.
Do they? Because do they bite? Do they have teeth?
Know. I guess.
So many questions.
They look. Now I'm like obsessed with them. So I'm like they're so weird.
Yeah.
I guess they're like.
Because they roll up in a ball. They can roll up in a ball.
I guess they ruin foundations of houses. And because my husband was like, you don't want that. Like, no. I'm like, I want an armadillo.
Yeah. You're like,
so I got an armadillo.
Cool. Yeah.
I got 2 armadillos.
So crazy.
I just couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, that's just so funny to me. I'm like, what the hell? That's so weird.
Right.
Such a weird animal, but I
like, what are the odds that like the 2 in one day?
Yeah. Since I've been in Nashville 6.5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love it.
Didn't see any. And then I also got myself a really cute running set for my mom's birthday. You know, I have to treat myself.
Yes, I watched this video.
Wild.
Nuts.
And I've been eyeing this like running set. It's like from like LSKD. It's an Australian company. And it's orange. Of course, my mom and I's favorite color is orange. And I'm like, this is adorable. Okay, I'm going to treat myself. I deserve this. Maybe I can wear it for my marathon. And I open it. I was trying to do a cute unboxing. I'm trying to be an influencer.
You're like, here's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like trying so hard. And then I open it. And she hijacks my unboxing with a sign because they wrote like, you know, packed or like packaged with love from Sue. And I'm like, and my mom's name is Susanna.
Yeah.
Or Sue or Sue's. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, what? I'm like, I was just in disbelief, like complete shock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you come and paid for it too?
Yeah, right. You couldn't have like somehow like just gotten this for free?
Like, come on.
Hello.
But I'm like, I was just so excited because I was just like, okay, you like it then. Because it's just funny because she would have totally worn it too.
Yeah.
Like, we shared clothes. So I'm like, okay, like I know that she would have loved this. And so I'm going to wear the bra for my race. But I'm like, so I got that sign recently as well.
You still wear some of your mom's clothes? Do you have some of your mom's clothes?
I think these are hers.
That's fun. I like that.
Oh, we are the same size. Yeah. This is hers. Oh, pretty much. She's a Lulu whore.
Everything Lulu.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was so bad. So much Lululemon. And then she would match her shoes with her Lululemon. Her running shoes.
Yeah.
So I had so many running shoes. Like, we even buried her in Lululemon. Because.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry. She made me find a Lululemon sticker to put on her car.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Like, obsessed. So I have like all of her like, I'm pretty sure these are hers. And other leggings. But of course, like, now I have like my own.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have my own stuff now.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Man. Suze.
Yeah.
Yeah. The signs, I was trying to think of like my most favorite sign that I've had. And
my grandparents?
My grandma's, and I lost a friend, my college friend, to cancer. And so sometimes I'll get signs from her.
Oh.
Cardinals a lot. I recently I interviewed a woman on this podcast, Christina, who lost her sister to suicide. And I finally got to their 5K this year. It's called That 5K, Tori's Hike for Another Tomorrow. And I was so excited I got to go. Yeah. And then I had to rush home and go to a soccer game. And I'm sitting at the soccer game, and this butterfly keeps landing on me. And I sent it to her, picture to her mom. And I was like, Tori is very happy that I was able to come today. Like, it was just really one of those things where you're like, this is so sweet. But there's been things like that happen in my life where I'm just like, okay, yeah, I hear you.
No, I bet your friend has probably
Yeah.
sent you some crazy ones too.
Megan, why can't I think of any off the top of my... I should have thought more about it before. But yeah, I mean, cardinals, there's so many here on the Mona, and it's always nice because I just feel like no matter who you're thinking about that day, like they're around. And I'm also now old and I love birds. And so I know what they sound. I know what they sound like. And so they sound like little lasers. Yeah, I mean, I might look out. I have an app that's like Shazam for birds. It's kind of cool. So I know what cardinals sound like. They're like little lasers is what they sound like. And so now when now when you run, you can hear them too, which is nice.
Yeah.
So anyway,
or a laser.
Just listen to the little lasers. And then, yeah, blue jays sound like they want to be hawks, but they're not. And they're just really obnoxious. Yeah. Yeah. But I know some. I'm getting better, but it's really funny. It's actually just kind of fun because I don't run with music as much as I used to. And so then I'll just listen to the birds.
Yeah. Do you run with your daughters?
My oldest, she's 8. And so she is getting into it. She's interested. And so is my youngest. Yeah.
I did not want to.
Yeah. I'm like, I hope that I can just give them a healthy love of the sport because I didn't really like it until college, or even then I don't know that I liked it. I did it to myself. But yeah, so Sloan went to that 5K I just mentioned. She was with us and I swear she ran 2.5 miles. She's 4. I couldn't get her to go back in the stroller. So I was like, well, okay. But she has so much energy. So yeah, so that's...
I bet she was exhausted.
Yeah. So, and then, as you know, my dad and I have shared a love of running, but my mom was the one who started in our family. And sadly, we never ran together because she had started having hip problems. Okay. And so she is still very active, but it wasn't something we got to share. But yeah.
That's so special that you...
So special.
Your dad too.
Yeah. 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 And now thinking about the number 7, I'm like, you can't say that in craps because 7 is it can be good because the first roll out of a new roll, if it's a 7, you get paid. But other than that, 7 is very bad and you cannot speak the number at the table. Like there have been times where somebody would be talking about it and then and you're like, you cannot do that.
Yeah. No.
So it's a very meaningful also number for Vegas. So
I went to Vegas for the first... Oh, this is another funny sign. But I don't know if my aunts did it on purpose. So I went to Vegas for the first time with my 2 aunts, my mom's sisters. It was one of their 60th birthday and the other's 50th. And then I went with my cousin as well, who went to Miami. And she's around my brother's age. So we went to a pool party and everything. It was just so much fun. But they surprised us with a limo all over Vegas. And it had a 7 on the license plate. I'm like, did you guys do this? And
No.
I'm like, sure?
Are you sure? That's cute. Yeah. It's got to be everywhere, which is so nice. That's nice.
It's nice. But also I'm like, okay, people think oh, it's so cliche, right? But again, my whole goal is to make it be relatable because yes, it is cliche, but also we want to talk about those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots to unpack.
Lots to unpack. Okay. How did you meet your husband? How did you and Nick meet?
So we actually, Nick's a sweetie. So how he met our friend is way cuter than how he met me.
Okay.
Literally the Notebook. One of our friends, Gray, he's a guy. He actually went to DePaul.
That's a cool name.
With Nate. And I knew him obviously because of college. And him and his now wife moved to Nashville. And so I became closer friends with them. But Gray was out golfing. He was walking his bag. And Nick was golfing too, but had a cart. And both of these guys are super tall and skinny. And Nick even says that he was like, I saw this guy just walking with his bag and it starts storming. And so Nick, he was the best person ever. He's the kindest person I've ever met. I'm not just saying that because he's my husband, but he is. And he drove the cart over and was like, hey, I know you don't know me, but do you want to get in the cart and we'll just park under a tree to wait out the storm?
Totally.
And so they
That's so sweet.
Sat under a tree for 30 minutes. Again, it's raining. They're talking about their lives. And it's oh my God.
Probably doing shots of Fireball.
Oh yeah. Everything. And but Grace from the similar area in out of Chicago, one of the suburbs out of Chicago that Nick's mom is from. And so they were talking about sports. They were talking about baseball and became best buds. And then they just introduced us. I'm like, their story's so cute. And then I was just introduced to him, and I thought he was so cute.
So wait, they were like, oh, you should meet Abby.
Oh, they were like all friends. It was a
Okay.
big friend group.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and I was just like,
Yeah. Okay.
so cute. So ever since I saw him, I was like obsessed with him. And then just history ever since. Like it's funny. He's from Kansas City, and my mom's great nana, and like lived in Kansas City. And so there's like little similarities. Like we would visit Kansas City and go to the same place that like he would be at. And so like our pictures at our wedding, like his dad put together this whole like power or video, and it would be like the same photos.
That's cute.
And it was so cute.
That's fun.
But now we've been married for a year and a half now. And he's amazing because he played baseball his whole life, even in college. And so he understands, what it takes to be an athlete, the training that goes into it. And he never, he always is there to cheer me on. He never sees it. Sometimes I see it if I have a long run, I don't want to do this. He's just like, you got it. Like he is my number one cheerleader, and he bikes behind me.
I've seen that. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is he ever gonna run with you?
So I did run. So I partnered with the Wounded Warrior Project and for Running Buddies, and those girls at Wounded Warrior Project, phenomenal. Shout out to them. They're so sweet and so supportive too of everything I'm doing. And Nick, of course, we're very passionate about helping our troops. And so Nick was like, I want to do that 5K with you. We'll walk it. Like, but the last 5 or half mile, I'll run. I'm like, really? Like, I've never really seen you run. Like, I've seen you run like basketball. I'm like, oh. It's like, you think I'm like, I can't run? Like, no, you're an athlete. I think you can run. He's like, I'm faster than you. And I'm like,
oh boy.
He's like, Abby, I am 6'3", 6'4". You are 5'1.5". I'm
my stride is like 10 of your strides.
Well, then try running a marathon. He was like, you'll beat me. I'm like,
You're like, yes, I will.
But so that was fun. Like we ran a little bit of that together, and hopefully I can do 1 mile.
Yeah.
He's good with biking. So
at least for now. Yeah. Just wait. Yeah. Maybe someday. I don't know. Yeah. He used to. Ran one. Yeah, we did 1 marathon together. Yeah. And then he would do like the Indy Mini every year, half marathon here, but he stopped training as much for it. So then it's really hard. I'm like, well, yeah, you're getting older. So yeah, now it's very much, as you can tell, my thing. I love it so much that it kind of makes it hard for him to have any, I can imagine for you having 2 girls, a dog, a husband, a podcast, like in life and everything that you're doing, just to be able to balance it all. Like I only have 2 dogs. Yeah. And it's a lot to balance. And so it's phenomenal, everything that you're doing. And I feel like it would be hard for both of you guys to do that. Yeah, if we both were running. Yeah, it'd be, well, I mean, I talk to a lot of couples that do that. And it's like, they just do their long runs on different days, or it's like you switch off and you just figure it out.
Make the kids just...
Yep. I know. Get in the stroller.
We're going.
Yeah. Okay, since you brought up my dog, I'm going to bring up your dogs. Okay, what are your dogs' names?
Remington and Ruger.
So cute. Where are the names from?
Guns.
Okay, Nashville.
Well, so my dad is a big hunter.
Okay.
And we got Remington in 2010. So I was in the 8th grade. And my dad wanted a Remington.
Oh my gosh, Remington's like your family dog.
Yes. Well, both of them kind of are.
Okay.
Remington's 15, but like Remington is...
Oh, he doesn't look so old.
He's a sexy beast.
Yeah, he is. Well, so is my Doug, who's 11. He's an old man, but he's still got it.
Yeah, so actually, Remington was our family dog.
Okay.
We had him even before my parents got divorced.
Yeah, wow.
But my dad didn't want a dog.
Yeah.
So we went out and got a dog behind his back.
Oh.
And he wanted a Remington shotgun or rifle. I always get it wrong. I always get it mixed up.
Yeah.
And so we came home and we're like, Dad, here's your Remington. Not happy.
Oh, boy.
Not happy at all. Wouldn't look at it. He was just like, it smells. And after a week, he became obsessed.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I mean, it would be hard not to with those. Are they golden doodles or what? Okay.
Remington's a standard golden doodle.
Okay.
And then Ruger's an Aussie doodle.
Aussie doodle. Ugh, yeah.
But yeah, so Remington loved to run. Like, I think.
Would he run with your mom?
Oh, yeah. Because my mom wanted a dog that would run with her. And so he was out like running 6 miles as a puppy.
Yeah.
And loved it. Like, I couldn't say the R word.
Right.
Because he would get so excited.
I can't either.
And like, go straight to the door.
Yes.
Ruger, on the other hand, no, he hates it. Because he was a puppy when my mom passed. So he didn't get to be forced to run.
Yeah.
But Remington, oh my gosh, such a great running buddy, the ultimate running buddy. But I would say, I think like he stopped running with me, I would say 3 years ago.
That's pretty good. I know Doug, I could still take.
Yeah.
But his paw pads have gotten so much thinner. And so I took him, I don't know, it's probably been a year now, but I took him on a 4-mile run and he like his paw pads were like
Doug, slay.
bleeding though. And so then I bought him little boots and he really hates those. Like you can imagine the way he walks around. Yeah. Hates it. So he still would. Like he still will run around, but he just I don't know. I just don't want to, because he can tell me if he doesn't want to, but I just kind of am like, well, I don't want to hurt him now that he's an old man.
Oh, for sure. But also, I'm like, it made him so happy.
Yeah.
So I would like go on like little like, we'll run a little bit and we'll walk.
Yeah.
Run a little bit.
Yeah, I can't say walk. The girls know that too. If they say walk, then we're going on a walk because Doug will not leave you alone.
No.
Yeah.
Especially the doodles. Does he like slap you?
Oh yeah, yes.
Or like nudge you?
Oh yeah, he does the nose, like the nudge all the time. Like especially if I'm on my phone, it's cute. He'll come up and just like start smacking or like with his nose like under
it's
my.
About me.
Yeah, he's like hello.
Yeah, no, that's how mine are. But then we got Ruger. Ruger's 9.
Okay,
yeah, Remington's 15. Ruger's 9, and they have the same birthday too.
That's crazy.
Which is wild because we got them from different places. They're different types of dogs.
That is weird.
But yeah, Remington's 15, Ruger's 9. Got to keep the theme going, so that's why we named him Ruger.
Yeah.
And
shows how much I know about guns.
Well, and it's funny because everyone's like, "Oh, you hunt?" And I go, "Hell no."
Yeah.
No. You do not want me to go hunting because I'm gonna be screaming, scaring everything away.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I could never.
Yeah.
But and so they've gotten me through everything. Like,
so how did you decide that you got to have, like, how did David feel about you having the dogs? Were they just
so they actually lived at a farm when my mom passed.
Okay.
My dad couldn't keep him with his work and everything. But then after I graduated, I got them because David was in college. So he couldn't bring dogs to Miami.
Yeah,
except we did visit Miami and we went all around I think they might have gone to Brick.
Oh my gosh.
But they've definitely been to Miami a couple
Yeah,
times.
that's funny. That's really funny.
Went to DePaul several times too, and
yeah.
But
that makes sense because
so,
we're in the real world first, so you got to have the dogs.
Yeah. So, but Remington has been there like through growing up in middle school.
Oh my gosh.
High school girl drama. Like my parents divorced.
Mm-hmm. How old are you when your parents divorced?
16.
16. God.
17. Yeah. And then
that's hard too.
And then I've had him since, going to college, making those decisions. And then obviously through my mom's passing, both of the dogs have been there and moving to a new city, meeting Nick and then getting married. And Nick loves them. He loves dogs. So that was a big.
Yeah. Must love dogs.
Yes. I actually had, I forget, it was a doormat that said you better like dogs.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Or you just don't come inside or whatever. Yeah. Those are cute.
Yes. But so yeah.
Were they in your wedding?
Oh yeah.
Of course
they had little tuxedos.
Okay. We're just going to need Remington to live forever.
Yeah.
And Ruger. But Doug, I know it's we talk about, talking about death. Talking about death with kids is weird. And they are really fixated on Doug dying. And so they talk about it a lot, actually. And I'm just like, this is going to be awful.
Oh my God, girls.
Yeah. I'm like, yes, he's going to die.
Yeah.
Sloan will be like, when's Doug going to die? I don't know, honey. Hopefully a long time from now. Okay. But he's going to die. Yes. Yes, he's going to die. And it's just that's, I'm trying to get my husband on board to get a puppy.
Oh.
Because I would like it to be an easier transition and like
Remy's
keep
been
Doug
trained.
young. Right. In that, like show the dog the house rules. Like,
No,
yeah.
definitely. But that's so hard, like
Yeah.
having those conversations with little girls.
Yeah. They
Like,
still don't quite get
yeah.
it, but yeah.
There are some adults that don't get it.
Yeah.
They say the most ridiculous things.
What's
But
the worst thing what are some of the examples of?
I would say like people just, jump to conclusions or like make up stuff about things, like it could be weird. And like even with like suicide too,
Mm,
like the older generations see it as, such a negative thing.
right. When
And
again, it's an illness. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And so it's like they don't know how to talk about that.
Yeah.
It can come
Yeah.
off as abrasive or even like, a disorder,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
people see it in very different ways.
Yeah.
And not as, this is something that like they lived with and they didn't choose it.
Yeah.
I bet like they would try to change that. So
yeah. Have you, how do you have a relationship with food that's normal? Do you?
I would say it has taken a lot of time.
Yeah. Do you go to therapy?
I sometimes do. I
Yeah.
would say obviously it's kind of hard to in college.
Well, it's
But
also
not-
really expensive.
Yes, expensive. But I would say when I first moved to Nashville, I found myself having like disordered eating, but even just like those negative thoughts.
Right.
And
Like,
kind
oh,
of
this
doing
is bad.
Yes, and doing some of the same things my mom would do. And for my birthday, I was like, I'm going to therapy. And so that was like my big thing is, I just moved to a new city. I'm going to go see a therapist and work through these things before I have kids because I want to be able to talk.
Right.
Of course, I want to have a girl. I want to name her Remy. Sorry, Nick. He's not on board. He says we should name our first kid, if it's a boy, Patrick Mahomes. No.
Oh, boy.
But I want to be, or even just like talking with friends, like, having a better outlook with food. And I don't know if it was a podcast that I listened to or what, but they was talking about how like runners, you can't have disordered eating or else you're not going to perform at the level.
Right.
You'll
You're going to get injured.
get
Yeah.
injured. But they use analogy, of course. I don't know if you've heard this, but like, your body's like a car. You have to fuel it with gas and food and nutrients and vitamins. You can't just put water in it and
Yeah.
expect it to run.
Right.
And so that kind of hit me because I was just like, if I want to do well with running and even just in life, like having, positive like mental health and things
Right.
like that,
Yeah.
I need to fuel my body.
Yeah.
And it also made me like look at some of like the ingredients because I feel like we're not necessarily taught about like how to look at like what we're consuming.
Right. Because everything, it looks so pretty. They make it look healthy.
No.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I think that's the conversation we should be having too. Not food's bad or pasta's bad. It's like,
Right.
look at the food that is bad.
Yeah.
Not all food, like you even said, like carbs is bad. There's a complete difference between like raw, natural, organic food or stuff that's ultra processed.
Right. Right.
But that can be a whole like
I know that can be a whole podcast for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then also just giving yourself some grace because you know what?
Yeah.
It's all a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Life's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially with kiddos. I'm like, I'm not having kids anytime soon.
Yeah.
right
Well,
now.
even not though. I still remember working in sales, one of my first jobs in sales. And I remember talking to this woman who was married with kids and she was on my team. And I remember just being like, oh, I don't have time to cook.
Yeah.
And then I looked at her and I was like, oh, I mean, like, and she said something to me I'll never forget. And she was like, listen, like, not everybody's going to have kids. And like, just because I have kids doesn't mean that doesn't mean that your life's not important because you don't.
No.
Or that you don't have stuff you're worrying about. And so I think that was really important to me to understand and just looking at, because life's a lot, no matter what.
Life is a lot, period.
Yeah, life's a lot. That's it. End of
Everyone's
story.
going through
Something.
like, and a lot of times we don't even know because people are scared to talk about it.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's just like, even if you are scared to talk about it, like having these conversations, like your podcast, or if, like when I make a post about something, if they can relate to it and be like, oh, like, maybe have them think about some of the things that they're going through or see that they can relate to it or find, like when one of my friends lost a loved one. She was just like, how do you get through this? Which, that's a golden
You're
answer.
like, good luck.
Good luck.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I'm like,
yeah.
it's day by day.
Yeah.
But I always say, and I need to talk about it more on my account, but look for the signs. Like they're having, I guess, again, like I'm trying to say, is just being able to see something. Not, you go on your phone, and social media nowadays is just crazy. You see a lot of negativity, but also, like pop culture, politics. If you would see something that's relatable, that can help get you through some of your hard times. But also, I laugh because I'm like, when I see a dog video, I'm immediately sobbing.
Yeah.
Some of those like really good,
I can't.
feel good, touching videos.
Oh, yeah.
Sobbing.
Yeah.
Emotional. So I'm like, I want to put out content that won't make you cry, hopefully.
Yeah.
But will be helpful.
Yeah.
And also make you aware of some of, different nonprofits or resources or just badass people that, even if it's just a quote, that can get you through your day.
Yeah.
So.
So good. Well, I want people to be able to meet you this weekend. I'm hoping that people listen to this Friday, because Friday you'll be at the expo.
Yeah, the expo.
So this will come out Friday morning of marathon weekend for Indianapolis. And if people missed it, clearly you're on a streak. So hopefully they'll get to see you next year. But what are you said you're wearing running for 7.
Yes.
What should people, if they're like trying to see you on race day, what will you be wearing?
So I'm wearing, depending on the temperature.
Right. Yeah, that does.
I'm hoping to have my name, but it's going to just say Abby on it. My bib does think if I entered.
Oh, I should have brought you. My friend makes these bib kits that you can put your name on. You put running for 7 on your bib. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because sometimes those are small.
It's not super big.
Yeah, but I don't even know what my bib number is.
Well, people can look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's
Abby Anderson. You have such a cool name.
Abby Anderson. It's Abby Anderson Bosma. Haven't changed my name yet.
Oh, so you're Abby Anderson.
Yeah.
Pre-marriage.
Yes.
It has a nice ring to it.
I know.
Sorry, Nick.
And
but
sales,
Abby Anderson. Yeah,
I can't change it.
It's nice.
And then Abby Bosma.
Dude, I'll never forget a sales call I was on the week after I got married or came back from work. And this guy's like, man, Brett Knocker, when you get married, you should definitely change your name. And I was like, cool, bro. I just did that. And yes, I love him because.
Yeah, everyone's Bosma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bosman.
Whatever.
And
it'll be worth I don't know. Actually, you know what? Teach their own. My best friend didn't change her name, and people don't. It's whatever you want to do now, which is nice.
So it's Abby Anderson.
Yeah,
still.
Abby Anderson.
But
yes,
it's Abby Bosma, but
yeah, yeah. Oh, and we didn't talk about while we were recording where you're staying in this Airbnb that has a hot tub and a sauna, which is so cool.
No,
now I'm like wondering who lives there. Like, wonder if they're a runner. Like,
no, again, kind of going back to like the last Running Buddies segment that I think I mentioned that. So the segment Running Buddies, the last one was with Kristen Nicholson.
Yes, you mentioned.
From Sweat. So she has me hooked on like cold plunge, sauna.
Ooh, I've never done cold plunge.
Oh, really?
I know.
You become addicted.
That's the problem. That's probably why I haven't.
Like being cold, but somehow I do great.
I've done cryo. So like you stand in the booth and you're like in sub-zero temps and it's jarring.
I think cold plunge is even cold.
I bet. Just thinking of the pressure of the water.
It's crazy. But I was even telling Kristen, I'm like, I wish there was an urban sweat in Indy because like I need a cold plunge after my race.
Yeah.
But
so we have other ones, but I forget what they're called.
Now I'm hooked though on like saunas and like just like wellness and things like that.
Yeah.
Like and the cold plunge, but because it just helps with recovery
so
much. Like it makes a huge difference if I do a cold plunge or if I don't.
Yeah.
So it's wild. I know it's a fad right now. It's a whole.
Who cares? Whatever works, man. Yeah.
You have.
I'm on the red light therapy train. I have
Amazon.
I have a mask, and then I also place I go has a sauna that's red light, so I use that a lot.
Oh yeah. I love
the
red light.
Yeah.
Remington has a red light now too.
Oh my God.
We have matching ones.
That's funny.
He's in physical therapy as well on the water treadmill. Like
Shut up. That's
Yeah,
adorable.
this past one, I was like, Remington, come on, you can go a little longer. I have to run 26 points.
Yeah, you're like, you
got
can just
this.
make it. Just come on.
But
Yeah.
no, I can even mention too, because you were talking about the dogs.
Yeah.
Going back. So yeah, Remington and Ruger, I obviously, and even like with the armadillos and the freaking snake sign, like I'm obsessed with animals. And, kind of relating it back to when I first started the account and Megan tell me to make it more than the miles. So I
Yes.
started posting more in January, and February is my birthday month. I'm ridiculous. I'm one of those
Whatever. I like my birthday too.
obsessed with their birthday. My mom loves birthdays, so that's
Yeah.
why,
Oh,
again,
that's good.
I don't
What
wanna
day in February?
27th.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to be sad on those days. Like, I want to live it up.
Yeah.
And so I held my first fundraiser because I'm still at that time was processing, okay, how can I make this more than miles?
Yeah.
And so again, with running, it goes great with like fundraising. So I partnered with Nashville Humane Association because, again, obsessed with dogs. And I guess cats. Like, it helps cats too, but
I don't like cats. Sorry, cats, people.
they're hilarious. Like, they're
I'm
so
allergic to them, and most of them are mean, and so I'm just not interested.
Yes, I don't like how they're independent. Like, I want something that
Loves me. You gotta love me.
Yeah. No.
Sorry. I'm a words of affirmation and a physical touch person. So if you're not gonna like snuggle with me, then
No, I get that.
But there are dog type like cats. That's fine. But then I'm allergic, so I'm like, well, I can't really love those either.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Completely get that. I didn't. We had cats like that came up in our backyard. And
Yeah.
First interacted with the cat, which was funny. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But I'm obsessed with dogs and animals. And so this past February, I had my first fundraiser. And we raised almost like $3,000.
That's amazing.
For Nashville Humane in like a month.
That's awesome.
And so that really, obviously made me super happy because I'd volunteer at NHA. And so I could see,
where the money, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also I was just like, wow, like this account, even though at the time I think I had around 600 followers,
Yeah.
or 800 followers, it's still making a big difference.
Right. I know it's so hard not to get caught up in that, but like that's a huge amount.
Huge amount of money. And I was just like, okay, so this can be something.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm just starting, I'm 2 months in of reactivating the account.
Yeah.
But $3,000 to help dogs, I'm like, this is phenomenal.
Yeah. It's
best
amazing.
birthday ever. And then that spring was when I saw Kate Marks's video for the running.
There you go. Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, I can tie everything in together where not only helping nonprofits and, hopefully in the future I can help do more fundraisers and different events like that. Again, this is the first year.
Yeah.
But just making this account that's for, helping nonprofits, giving them a outlet to tell their stories, to raise money, raise awareness, talk about how everyday people can help them, because I didn't know how I could help out or where to go.
Yeah.
And so giving them an outlet to market themselves. But then, like I said before, just everyday people, relatable content.
Versus, yeah, right. Well, you're doing absolutely amazing work. I know sometimes it feels like, especially when you're doing it alone. I mean, I know you're not alone, but like sometimes it feels that way. It's just, I applaud you, and you're making a difference, clearly.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it brought us together.
I know.
Which is so cool.
Which I love, because I think I texted Nate.
Yeah.
And he introduced us.
Yeah.
Was that like 3 months ago?
A million years ago, it feels like. I don't know when that was.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just, okay. Oh.
It all works out how it's supposed to, which is so
seriously.
Cool. And you're going to be episode 133, which I texted you, and I was like, what does that add up to?
Of course, 7.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
It's crazy.
7.
Yeah. It's like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, I'm going to ask you the end of the podcast questions, because we're going to go do a Running Buddies. Yeah. And my stomach is growling into the microphone. Speaking of eating. Yeah. So we're going to go eat. Yeah. So, okay, first question.
Okay.
Is, what is your favorite running mantra and or song?
I would say, my mom would always say, like, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I know, it's cliche. And then, of
That's
course,
great.
Running song, I always end my races to Mr. Brightside, because that was my mom and I's
Ooh,
favorite song. Yes, great song now, but when it's the most common song I played at a fraternity, it was so hard. Now I laugh at it, but I'm just like
And music is hard.
all my friends knew too, and I'm just like sobbing and the fraternity dance.
Yeah.
But I always end all my races to Mr. Brightside.
That song is already on my running
Yeah.
playlist because somebody else really likes that song.
Great.
And it's a great song. I remember when my friend Megan, who I mentioned earlier, when she passed, it was like around the same time that Maroon 5 song came out. What is it called? It's like the really sad song that it's like you're not here anymore. Like cheers,
and you're just,
like forget.
And they kept playing.
Yeah, and it would just always come on all the time.
And immediately I'm like,
I know what song it is, but I'll remember it later. But it's really hard, and I just remember being like, really, this song had to be like created right now.
But she was laughing.
Yeah, she would have hated it too, probably. So anyway, okay, both good. No pain, no gain.
Yes,
so good. And then next finish line, obviously, is the Monumental.
Yes.
Saturday. Yeah, so just like tomorrow, if you listen to this the day it comes out, tomorrow, no big deal. 26.2. I'm going to be in a teal sweatshirt at the end. I'm going to have a big ass teal sweatshirt on so that people can see me. And I'll be probably with all the running clubs. Like right as you turn to go to that final turn, there's all the running clubs are lined up there. And so that's where I like to be. Either that or I'll be at the finish line, one of the two. Or just like bopping around. I don't know. I actually don't have a plan yet. And then milestones for you. So you got married. That's a big ass milestone.
Mm-hmm.
What other races do you have on your like bucket list for racing?
I definitely want to run Chicago.
That's a good one.
Because all my friends live there. I have family that live there.
That'd be fun.
And
did you put in the lottery?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. And I'm just like the environment just seems phenomenal. And it's fun.
Yes.
So definitely want to run Chicago. Of course, I want to run Boston at some point.
Yep.
That's my life goal. Not even just running early, like that is my life dream to do. I know it's cliche, but
not here.
Yeah, no,
you're in good company on this podcast, I think.
Definitely want to do Boston, but I don't really know. Outside of that, like I just want to continue running and having fun with it, and just continue to meet incredible people and hear more about everyone's why. And I love how, I don't know about you, like running's really, it's gotten so popular.
Believe me, with Monumental, I sit on the board, and this is probably the earliest I think we sold out of all of our distances. And it's just, New York City, that was the last weekend. The biggest marathon yet. Like the number of finishers at those big races keep climbing. And specifically the marathon distance actually too is really gaining popularity, which I saw a video somewhere. It was like time to update the 1% metric. That's like only 1% of the population runs a marathon. It's like, well, it sure feels like more than that now, but we're also in the running bubble. So it's,
but I feel like even people who aren't runners.
Yeah.
They always say, I want to do it at least once.
Yeah.
Or a half once. So they definitely need to update that number.
Yeah.
That stat is not correct.
Yeah, it's got to be like 2%.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be interesting, at least. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for doing this. This was so much fun.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally got to meet. This is amazing. I love your podcast.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that, hopefully there's going to be way more monumental marathons. And so now we can connect.
Yeah. See you next year. And thanks to everybody who listened, and happy running. And look at us happy because of the happy. Yeah. And the swag will be available at some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
Once I get it fixed.
All right.
Thank you.
We did it. Yay. If you enjoyed this episode of Finish Lines and Milestones from SandyBoy Productions, please go share, rate, review. That helps others find the show. I appreciate your support so much. Good luck to everybody running this weekend, and I will see you next week.